A two-way table is a tool used to represent and group different categories. The best way to understand two-way tables is to think of them exactly like a menu at a restaurant. A menu shows various dishes and their combinations, while a two-way table organizes data about different categories and shows their intersections. Imagine you're at a restaurant and the menu has different appetizers and main courses. The appetizers represent the rows of the two-way table, and the mains represent the columns. Each section at the intersection of the column and row describe a specific combination of appetizer and main course. For example, this section is calamari and steak. This spot is garlic bread and steak. This piece is soup and steak. This spot is calamari and pizza. This section is garlic bread and pizza. This piece is soup and pizza. Now, we know how to read a two-way table and understand its components. If this video has been helpful or entertaining, please hit the like button so it has a better chance to share to more people. Before we dive further into understanding two-way tables, we first need a common name for categories that have no overlap. We call them mutually exclusive events, meaning it's impossible to be in both categories at the same time. Exactly like our example in part 1's video, you can't be in two year groups at the same time. Now let's answer a probability problem with a two-way table. If the following data was recorded on the number of Year 7 and Year 8 students on if they could swim 200 meters or not, firstly, it is very useful to add an extra row and column for the totals of each category. You can find the total number of Year 7 students by adding 160 and 50 equaling 210 students. Continuing, you can find the total number of Year 8 students by adding 175 plus 35 equaling 210. Now to find the total number of students who can swim 200 meters is 160 plus 175, which equals 335. And the total number of students who can't swim 200 meters is 50 plus 35 equaling 85. Now finally this section, this is very important. This is the total number of people surveyed. You find this by adding either the total of the rows or the total of the columns. You get the same answer of 420. If we wanted to calculate the probability of if a student was randomly selected on if they were in Year 7 and could swim 200 meters, using the formula found in the calculating probability lesson, we start with the denominator, which is the total number of outcomes, or in other words, the total number of people surveyed, which is 420. And the numerator is what we're interested in, which is the number of Year 7 students who can swim 200 meters, which is 160, telling us the probability is 160 out of 420. Simplifying, we get 8 over 21. Next, to learn how to answer exam questions easily on this concept, click here and I'll see you in the next one.